In the heart of a dense tropical jungle, as the sun began to dip and the air filled with the sounds of evening creatures, Ethan, a young wildlife rescuer, made his way through the thick foliage. As he reached a quiet clearing, his flashlight beam caught something unusual, a small trembling slow loris clinging to a low-hanging branch. Its wide glowing eyes looked frightened, and a wire trap was painfully cutting into its tiny arm. Kneeling beside her, Ethan gently whispered calm words. The loris didn't move, as if sensing safety in his presence. He softly reached out and began cutting the cruel snare wrapped around her limb. The jungle fell silent except for Ethan's breath and the rustle of leaves as he freed the little creature. Ethan named her Lumi, inspired by the soft glow of her presence in the dim light. Carefully placing her in his palm, he sat on a nearby log, pulled out his field first aid kit, and began to clean the wound. Lumi didn't resist. A quiet trust began to form between them, pure, unspoken, and rare. After resting together for a while, Lumi slowly climbed down from Ethan's hand and began to move toward a thicket nearby. Curious and alert, Ethan followed. The little slow loris paused now and then as if guiding him. Then came the moment Ethan would never forget. Hidden beneath leaves and brush was a baby slow loris, barely moving. Lumi had led him to her child. Emotion welled up in Ethan's chest. Gently, he lifted the baby and looked over at Lumi, who now watched him with calm strength. She had endured pain and fear not for herself, but for her baby. Without delay, Ethan called in the local wildlife rescue team. A few hours later, they arrived with a forest vet and transport crate. Lumi and her baby were wrapped in soft cloth and handed over with care. As the team drove off toward the sanctuary, Ethan stood at the jungle's edge, watching the rising sun break through the mist. The golden light bathed the forest as if nature herself was saying, "Thank you." That morning, Ethan didn't just rescue a life, he saved a family, and Lumi's glow would stay with him forever. If Lumi's story warmed your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support more true animal rescues with Ethan. Every act of kindness counts.